Oh, shit. Yo, what's up? I'm over here crying. Y'all, man, I'm tired, man. What's the word, man? Yo, see if I can shoot some to my TV real quick.
I want you to give me a clean break. Touch gloves and let's go to work. Clean break. Touch gloves and let's go to work. Good night for Kell, Brook. Taking chances was a lead Z. Plenty is. And the big up punches in that one exchange. He stops it again with that right hand. Two-punch combination. The left was straight, the right followed up. And puts Zinchenko down. He needs all his experience to get through the...
Yo, Kell Brook kind of decent, yo. He's kind of a decent fighter.
And the referee's got a decision to make here. Is he going to let him carry on? Does he want to carry on? No, he does not. There's the line right there, right at the top of that. Touch him up, good luck. Out the ball. We're doing a decent job of slipping a lot of this stuff, but he did them, but it's just a ball.
Sean Porter taking some major punches, man. He was catching Sean Porter clean, yo.
He's thinking, what am I doing in here? He looks like his rocks right. He did have a shot upstairs, but getting these rocks.
Yeah.
And they sense a quick night here in Sheffield, and another rock comes in, and then he goes again. And he comes Brook's power. Front hold. The legs are unsteady. And he's caught.
He got a good straight right. Kell Brook does. Great straight right. And he got a good uppercut too.
Most importantly of all, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, boys. Kell Brook. Şimdi Crawford Sadrek. Kell Brook aparkat. Koşan. İlk arada yaptı.
Yeah, Kell Brook gonna be a good fight for Terrence Crawford. They both got. Yeah, let's break her down. Let's give predictions on who gonna win. What y'all think about Crawford or Kell Brook? I think Kell. Right, yeah. Yo, cause you seen Crawford's last fight, right? Dude was catching him so clean, but he's until he switched stances. So it definitely makes a difference. He's not as good in both stances, depending on who he's fighting, the strength of his opponent. He's way more comfortable and orthodox with the last guy. But when he stayed in southpaw, that guy was picking him off, man. He was getting caught so clean. Yeah, look, man, Kell Brook throws those combinations real well. I like that he throws constant combinations, that uppercut, that straight right, and he sets up his punches with the jab too. And he hits hard. He has power in his punches, so that's something that you're gonna have to consider, man. Well, I mean, the last guy had power in his punches too. Yo, and then think about Kell Brook gave Errol Spence one hell of a fight too before he got his orbital bone broken. He was bringing it too. He was pressing that action heavy. Kell Brook a beast. I don't know how he fight. I ain't catch no yeah, that's how it is with Crawford, yo. Crawford definitely be figuring out those fighters. He figure you out, and then he just get into a rhythm and he picks you apart. It's like a whole different fighter he transformed into compared to when he's just starting out and he don't really know yet. He ain't caught his rhythm. When he catch on, it's a wrap. But I think I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you know, with boxers, man, with fighters, it's yeah, Brook do got a good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His jab is beastie, and he always follows it up with something. Some guys just jab their way. They just jab all night. You know what I'm saying? They over jab without putting nothing behind it. He always got something behind his jab. You know what I don't like about Crawford though? He he'll throw. I forget the combination he throws, man. Or the punch he throws. He'll throw like his what is that? Is that his jab? Because he's in southpaw. He'll throw the jab like this, and he'll keep doing it. Right? He barely throws this jab straight from the southpaw stance, and that timing on that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be perfect timing, and I don't think his timing is always on point with that. So I feel like he could switch it up a little bit more. You know, especially with somebody like Kell Brook, you can't be having no mistimed. It's that looping. What do you call it? A looping jab. It's like it goes over. He'll time yours. You throw your jab, and he'll try to come over like that, and that'd be a little bit off, man. He got to switch that up. I'm like, why he ain't throwing that bad boy straight sometimes? Let me see Terrence Crawford highlights. I need a longer one. All right.
Crowned among the best in the world and ripping Omaha, Nebraska.
I don't know yet, man. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna do a fight prediction video, but I don't know yet. That's why I'm finna watch these and then
The switch hitting stars is accomplished and dangerous from either stance with either finish, winning world titles in 3 separate weight classes.
it might look something like that. It might look like something like how he did
With most of his natural enemies stationed on the PVC side of the street, gathering
see when he get comfortable, man, he a different type of animal.
it's hoped that veteran top-ranked
What do y'all rank Terrence Crawford? I know a lot of people got him top number one pound for pound.
rival Errol Spence Jr. and thrashed out a deal for a mega.
I'm not ducking anybody. Like I said, y'all pick them, I'll fight them.
At 32, the time is right for Bud to land the massive fight so he can showcase his full set of talents to the sporting world.
You called me out twice. Did you get what you was looking for?
In preparation for his much awaited
Yo, you know what about Bud, man? He's so quiet, but he got a mean streak to him. That's kind of how I am, like soft spoken, but I got a mean streak, especially when I get in the ring, man. And I get hit flushes like Tank. You know, when you get hit flush on, and like you get hungry. Some people get scared when they get hit, but man, that shit just light a fire up in them. It's like when you take somebody's best punch, you like, oh, that's what you got. That's what your power feel like. It's showtime now. Like Mayweather said, you could dish it out, but can you take it back? That's what I'm ready to see now. Like, okay, that's what your best punch feel like. Let's see if you could take it.
Prescott's aggressive, one-dimensional nature was exposed by the superior skill set of Crawford.
The way Crawford punch, I'm surprised he ain't got no Yeah, you gotta have killer instinct, man. It takes you a long ways away because boxing is so mental that a lot of times we get psyched out mentally in the ring. It's like opponent got a good jab or he hits hard. It's an illusion of what they can do, and then you psych yourself out when you catch a good shot. And the whole time they was worried about something that you was presenting that they just made you stop showing up with. You know what I'm saying? Because of the not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, the mentality of what you think and they bring it to the table. That's why I'm always like, okay, because I grew up street fighting and I used to fight outnumbered and always fighting bullies. So once I started stepping up to the bullies, that showed me mentally that these guys, I was making these guys appear bigger than they was. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really as tough as they seem to be. So now in the ring and life in general, any obstacle I face, I'm facing it head on with this killer instinct. Like, let's get it, man. You know, it's like you hit me once, I'm finna hit you twice. And with boxing too, it's like there's an answer and a solution for everything. It's like if you got a jab, you hit me with a jab, right? You know, clean with a jab. It's like you should be downloading data. Like, how do I not get? What did I do wrong for him to hit me with that jab? Because I'm too close, or I'm not slipping, or my guards, I got my guards too low. You know what I mean? So now it's a challenge for them not to repeat that same punch on you. You can't try to. It's a challenge for them to try to land that same punch again. That's how I look at it. Who do y'all think Bud's best opponent has been so far, or his biggest challenge? I think that's Bud's one of Terrence Crawford's biggest assets is his fearlessness, because he could be going against a better fighter. He could be going against a better fighter, but he just has this endless attack in him. He just nonstop. Like that guy he was fighting last, man. That guy seemed like he was had the advantage the whole fight and getting caught clean, catching Terrence Crawford real clean. Terrence Crawford just didn't give up. Every time he got caught clean, he stepped right back, kept his composure, kept his poker face on, and kept pressing an attack until the fact that till he broke dude down. So it's a matter of like, can Terrence Crawford be broken down? How do you get to Terrence Crawford mentally?
A precocious amateur who was never quite able to live up to his star billing as a professional. Gamboa, like the champion, was undefeated going in.
Yo, Gamboa still fought the damn same. Yeah, he fought Khan, but I don't know about that fight. I think Terrence Crawford had an easy night with him. I don't know. I gotta watch that fight over. I know it got stopped from that low blow.
Terrence beat Brook and stopped him in the 9th round.
Gamboa. Wish I could put this in. What time is it? You know what I don't get with some people is that they teach their fighters a lot of offense, but you will see so many fighters train so hard and they get in the ring and they don't show no defense. Like, bro, that's what the science is hit and not get hit. I don't see how you could be a fighter that don't use defense. Like, you just catching punches on the way in just to give punches. Like, no, show some defense. Make somebody earn that money, man. Don't just give away free punches. Boom. You know what's cool though? Like the gym I boxed out of before I moved to Texas is we got to go to Colorado Springs and train with Crawford and Shakur Stevenson and them. Well, I didn't get to go, but my camp did because I wasn't a pro fighter. They was the pros. So when they have pro fights, they got to drive down to Colorado Springs to train with Crawford and them. So they got to spar Crawford, spar Shakur Stevenson. Said it was some good work. When I was just in camp with my coach a couple weeks ago, that's what he was telling me. He was telling me the stories about their sparring Crawford and them running up in the mountains. Yo, it was beastie, man. When I was sparring, I was the first day I was sparring, the last time I was sparring for this last camp. The first day it was so hot in the gym, right? And I out of nowhere, like after the first round, I was so lightheaded and so dizzy. Then the second time I sparred, I got in there and I was like, I barely got hit. I think I went like 6 to 8 rounds and I barely got hit. I think I got hit like 4 times. I was way sharper. Then the last time, that's when I injured my shoulder. It was like I won most of the rounds, but I was helping him get ready for a fight. So I kind of let him get some work on the inside and stuff like that. But, I made it a little tougher for myself because I wasn't trying to just outclass him the whole sparring, and he got way more experience than me, but it's like I train every day. I practice and I study every day. So I'm bringing stuff to the table that he's not expecting, from somebody that don't have as much experience as him. So he wasn't expecting me to show up like that. So I was catching him with all type of shots, hit and not get hit. Hell yeah, Crawford is a beast, man. And he trains with world class. He trains at a world class level, so he can switch gears on you. Like he can go meet you where you at, and if you thinking that's it, he know what I'm saying. He could push it to that next level and show you that you ain't on his level. So it's good. You thinking you like, oh, yeah, I had a competitive sparring with Terrence Crawford, and you like, oh, that was just a warm up. That was just gear one. I ain't even hit gear one. I'm gonna turn it up on you today. But Terrence Crawford competitive, so he don't like losing and nothing. So you try to get an advantage on him, he gonna turn it up for sure. Put you down. I was watching this one fighter, dude, before let me see. He's a beast. He fight tomorrow. Wait, where is this at? Let me see. Here it go. I don't know how well y'all can see that.
With Josh Thurman in his corner.
Let me see.
Start fast and then fade later in the contest.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that same thing far as Kell Brook, because Kell Brook is not no pushover. As much as people want to criticize him, boxing is hard as shit, man. Boxing is hard. So it's hard to have a good night every night. You know what I'm saying? Even Mayweather had bad nights. And he's one of the best, as far as what people rank him at. So Kell Brook is a beast. He got the fundamentals down, packed the jab and following up the jab, in his stance and his balance, and then he got power, he got speed. So, and then it makes you think, like, if he didn't get his orbital bone broken against Golovkin and Errol Spence, how the fight would have turned out. Injuries happen, but how would the fight have turned out, skill for skill? Far as Matt, you can't control your bones. You know what I'm saying? Your body giving out on you, you throwing out a shoulder. You breaking an orbital bone. But how would the fight played out if he would have been able to fight all 12 rounds or keep doing what he was doing? Would Errol Spence still be the top dog, or would Kell Brook be the top dog? As far as Golovkin too, he was giving Golovkin some good work too. He wasn't just getting his ass whooped by Golovkin. Golovkin just was, stronger, and his punches did more damage to the face. But Golovkin was definitely getting his shots off, and everybody can't take those same type of punches like like the other opponent. So it's a matter of, like, does he hit Terrence Crawford to the body? Is he good at going to the body and breaking Terrence Crawford down? Because I think that's what you got to do with Terrence Crawford. You got to break him down. Can't just head hunt all night on Terrence Crawford, because he obviously can take a punch. I don't know if anybody really attacked the body like that consistently. But if he got more power than Terrence Crawford, he need to be going to that body as well as the head, and bring Terrence Crawford down. Make Terrence Crawford think about the punches he's throwing, because Terrence Crawford is a dog in there. But can't just anybody take body shots. Like, that's something you can't control. If somebody knocked the wind out of you or hit you in a organ, yeah, attack them organs, put them down. But everybody don't think like that. If you're going to throw combinations, throw some to the body. That's what I think. I know I get hit with body shots that's unexpected. I could be winning a whole fight, and I get hit with a body shot that's unexpected. That's how I got a broken rib before. I got hit with a body shot. I'm like, damn, that took me all the way out of my game. But if you would have just been headhunting, I would have won the fight.
Square, and then your opponent can work away to the body. Big punches going in, another one, put him down again. Just
let's see, Kell Brook. Yo, what do y'all think about the Canelo situation?
Is he going to be able to see through to the bell to end this 7th round? The cool cat with the oozing.
Yeah, hell yeah, that solar plexus. He needs to tear all his organs up, bro. Like solar plexus, he need to hit the spleen, the liver. Like, I'm rooting for Bud though, but I like to see a competitive fight. Yeah.
Which corner will be happier? I think the work of Kell Brook now. I mean, it's still a hard fight for him. Errol Spence is still through, but Brook seems to have settled down better. He's using his jab on his counter.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Hold on, let me pause this. You know what's crazy is that Tank fought I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Tank fought in Texas. I didn't get to make that fight. And Errol Spence is fighting in Dallas. And then Canelo's fighting in Texas. So I'm like, damn, man, 3 of my favorite fighters is fighting in Texas, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make any of them. And them was kind of like that was on my bucket list was to make them fights. So a little salty about that. It's just bad timing because I just moved down here and I ain't got everything situated. So I don't want to just go throw some money. But I'm like, damn, what's the chances of all 3 of these guys fighting in Texas when I'm, you know what I'm saying? When I'm here. I came to the Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia fight in Texas, but that's when I lived in the Midwest still in Wisconsin. So I flew all the way down here, paid the plane ticket, bought the tickets, you know what I'm saying, for the fight and all that hotel and all that. But now that I live in Texas, I'm just not set up for it yet. I wish I was. I would have made it to all 3 of them joints. Oh, damn. Texas the only place having fans? I didn't even know that. Shit, man, they better keep it like that for a couple more fights, man. I want to catch some more fights. I want to catch at least one of them. I know Shakur Stevenson fighting soon too. I don't know where he fighting at, but if he coming to Texas, I need to catch somebody in Texas. Let's see this Errol Spence highlight.
Saying the last of the argument. It's not mixed at this level. Let's not forget trained on those lines and circles in the midst of
See, look, Kell Brook a dog, man. Kell Brook is a dog. Like the pressure that Errol Spence was bringing on him, Kell Brook was keeping up with it, if not having the advantage over Errol Spence.
It's still commanding, still in charge of his fight.
Errol Spence is just a beast, though.
Is that a crucial
Tearing that body up. Can't even see it. I don't know if it's too bright.
Honestly, I would like to see Errol push forward more. I think if he pushes forward more on Kell and keeps him on his heels, he'll force Kell to the ropes and give the impression that he's winning, and also will force Kell to hold him and grab him, or to stop him from using his offense.
in the fight? How do we know? Aesthetically, he looks terrific, Kell Brook. He's had a 12-14-week training. If he just something that's good, he looked at middleweight, and when you look at the shape that Brook was in at middleweight, he wasn't fleshy.
I want to learn how to go to the body like Errol Spence do, though. He's good at all those lateral punches. Look at that shit, man. He a dog in there, man.
Just getting more animated in the corner, Dominic Ingle. It's not panic stations, is it? Well, Dominic Ingle knows how close his fight is. He knows that Kell Brook was successful early on. This is his time, it's his title. It's his own town. 10 seconds.
See, look, that's when Kell Brook.
Spencer here really started to fall.
I didn't really see the last Regis Progress fight. I should have looked it up. Actually, I'll look it up right now. But I like it. I like how he fights, but I don't feel like it's gonna work against everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a style that you can bring up against the top dogs. Like he seemed like he pretty strong. You know, he got some things figured out, but I don't think it's complete. Still think it's things that he need to work on because he can't do that same style with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some fighters that's gonna just like his last one, Josh Taylor. I don't know. He think he won that fight, but it just seemed like you got to make the adjustment. It reminded me of that Chris Eubank fight when he fought George Groves. He was just like dominant in certain fights, but it's that style don't work with everybody, man. You're gonna run up against somebody that's gonna be tearing your ass off. So you got to be able to adjust, man. You get that power don't only take you so far. You know, you got to have that complete package. So I like his style though. As far as this, like, I could stuff you can learn from his style. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Is like things he do well, but I don't think it's complete. It's only gonna take him so far, which it did. Run up against somebody that was just that much better than you. Even if the fight competitive, you gotta win. That's what it's about. That's what you go into the ring for, to test yourself and actually ultimately come out on top. Wait, I know there was one guy that was picking Earl Spence off. I don't think it was Van Heerden, but let me see.
One loss between these two men, and that was a disputed loss. Very well. He's extremely patient. That's why
No, it wasn't this guy.
patience. They call a ferocious body puncher.
Hey, do you live in Texas? Vin, do you live in Vin? Do you live in Texas? These scammers, man. These scammers keep hitting me up on my IG. What part of Texas? Oh, you in Houston? That's what's up. I ain't been in Houston yet. I just went to I've been to San Antonio and I drove through Austin. Haven't been to Houston yet. I'm gonna go out there. Texas is lit. I love it out here. Like today is what? It's like 70 something today. 78, 79 in Dallas. Gotta get my kids off the school bus soon. What do y'all think is Earl Spence best fight? What do y'all think about Earl Spence and Danny Garcia? You know, I was watching a Danny Garcia fight when he went against Granados, yo, and it seemed like both of them was fighting at a slower pace. I don't know if it was just me or the video was lagging or what, but they was just fighting in slow motion. I'm like, how are y'all even hitting each other with them slow ass punches? How y'all even hitting each other with them slow punches? Hey, yo, Danny Garcia is kind of simple, but he's complex at the same time. He does a lot in there that don't look like much. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of good things that don't look like much when you just watching it, on the surface. But I'm like, yo, this guy knows what he's doing. His positioning, like they say, his timing and everything. I'm like, damn. You can kind of pick some stuff up from that because it's obviously working. It ain't working against everybody, but he got a style that works, as far as like the left hook, the body shots. And people criticize him not moving his head, but against Adrian Granados, he showed a lot of head movement. He wouldn't get hit with a lot of shots. On even just stand on the inside, just subtle stuff. He's just real subtle. I guess he probably don't want to waste a lot of energy. It's probably why he don't move his feet a lot. Try to focus all his energy on his punches, on quality punches. So that one punch that land, that little no look hook, that motherfucker got reserved energy in it. Yo, this don't even seem like it's showing up right. Whatever. Yo, if y'all ain't follow me on IG yet, hit me up on IG at Sean Fit. Always trying to connect with new people, network, learn from people, Let's see, what is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the popular and exciting welterweight warrior, introducing Adrian and Across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing lime green trunks with black trim. He is fighting out of that proudly representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He weighed in at 100.
Yo, we can barely see it. Where's everybody from that's in the chat? Where's everybody from that's on the live? Drop y'all locations in the live so I know where everybody's from. See where everybody's from. I got bro out in Houston. That's what's up. We in Texas. Texas repping. Oh, we got more Texas. Hey, yo, I never heard of that. How do you say that? Hit it. Hidalgo, North Carolina. Yo, we got Texas in the house. We got North Carolina in the house. Man, I'm trying to travel all over this next year after I finish getting settled in to Texas. I'm only like 5 months in, and with COVID, threw everything off. So I'm just getting reestablished. But once I get back settled, it's a wrap. I want to go all over, travel. Yeah, man. I don't know if y'all can see the TV. It looks a little like bright, but they was fighting in slow motion. That's a pace that I feel like you can't fight Errol Spence with. Like that jab he throwing. He threw that jab. He throwing his shots way slow. It was like they were sparring. It's Adrian Granados and Danny Garcia. Yeah, man.
I think there's going to be one instance where the rematch is going to be better than the original fight.
Yo, it's been kind of dope if you think about it. Like the last weeks, back-to-back fights every week. I mean, the last couple months, been back-to-back fights. Back-to-back fights that from fighters that people actually want to see. Even in between, they've been keeping active. And then if it ain't like a boxing fight, it's a UFC fight that's going down or MMA fight. So it's been some action. Yo, I'm about to close this out. I got a couple videos I got to work on, and I got to go get my daughters off the school bus. But man, y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Sean Fit. Y'all stay tuned, man. Like, make sure y'all let me know any type of videos that I should be working on or that'd be cool to do that people will want to see in the comment sections, because it's, YouTube videos take a lot of time. So I like to do things that, are beneficial to people. I usually do videos that help me learn and grow, and then I just share with other people. And people give their comment, their feedbacks, and I can learn from other people's perspectives and all that. And then we teach each other, and we just keep growing and growing and growing. You know what I'm saying? Be unstoppable. That's the whole idea with my whole concept in my life, is like be unstoppable. That's why my intros to my videos got that Bruce Lee audio in it, be like water, because it's like, why have limits? It ain't nothing we cannot achieve in this life. We just got to put our minds to it and get the information, get the correct information, apply the information, and perfect it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on. With everybody working together, giving each other, that type of feedback, that type of energy, that beastie energy every single day. We don't got to be negative. You know what I'm saying? We could criticize it constructively, and we can learn from each other, instead of working against each other and constantly hurting each other and being negative to each other. Like, let's turn each other into some beasts. Like, we all got the same type of potential. We just need the information. So what I learn, I share. What you guys learn, you share, and then we use it and combine it. And then we just get better and better and better. That's why we say no days off until it pay off. A day off is a day lost. That's that concept. It's like every day we should be striving for greatness. It ain't like never take a day off of work, never take a day to kind of rest your body. It's like never take a day off from being great and improving yourself and being like, yo, what's my next level? Okay, so I bust my ass yesterday. Today my body's saying I need rest. That's a part of the recipe for you achieving the next level of you. So you need to rest, but it's not like I'm resting because I'm being lazy and I'm just going half-ass on myself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's my purpose of my page. And I want to kind of, once I finish getting settled into my situation, I want to kind of amplify that. And we all just maximize our potential through each other. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all. Peace out. No days off till it pay off. A day off is a day lost. Let's get it.